What's up, party people? And hello, my friends. It's your girl, Welcome to China, and welcome to the Welcome to China Show, episode 2. And if you're new here, my name is Chynna, and on this channel, we talk about good things, we talk about bad things, we talk about happy things, we talk about sad things. But today, baby, we're going to talk about 10 reasons why you are single. Now, I don't really do a lot of lists, so I'm going to drop a lot of bombs on y'all because trust me, I know how to keep somebody around, okay? Hit that subscribe button. I am on my way to 1,500 subscribers, you guys. I love all the support you've been giving me over these past couple months. Let's get into it. Reason number 1. Now, a big reason why I'm doing this, you guys, before I get to number 1, I guess we'll say, is because a lot of people around me are single and I don't like it. I like being in a relationship. It's a lot of benefits. So I just want to help. And I just think that it's a lot of BS going on. So hopefully for the girls and the guys, this is not just for men, we can get into some things. So let's give it a go. Reason number 1, you're afraid to take risks in the dating marketplace. So what I mean by in dating, you win some and you lose some. Now, I'm not saying you're afraid to take risks by, not carrying protection on you or taking risks by, not speeding on the freeway. I'm saying you don't put yourself out there. And let me get deeper into it. You're afraid to take risks within dating. Now, that can say a lot about you as a person. If you're too scared, or maybe you're too afraid to really talk to people. If you're struggling with rejection, that can be not taking a risk. If you don't want somebody to tell you no. If you're not going out to places that you're not used to going in order to maybe find a partner or find someone, you are not taking risks and you are afraid. In general, if you're afraid to do something, you should not be doing it. So this is the number 1 reason we're starting off now to why you're single, because you are afraid to take risks. You're not putting yourself out there. You're not getting on the apps. You're not going to talk to that girl. You're not sending that DM. You're just liking the pictures. You're just playing it cool. You're just watching everybody pass you by, and it's lame, it's whack, and you're a loser for that. Let's get on to number 2. Now, this is a lot like number 1. You're insecure. You're not secure of yourself and what you're putting out there. If you think that you're fat and ugly, or if you think that you have small boobs or a small butt, or you're shaped like a square, or you have a beer belly and nobody likes you, or your wiener's small, and no one is going to like you, and all those things are true. But listen, if all those things that I listed were true about you and you were still confident, trust me, you're more than likely to really get somebody. If you're just an insecure person in general, if you can't take a compliment from somebody, if you're, I'm having trouble. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. If you don't have any confidence, that is showing insecurity. If you don't think you can keep the person around you, if you're dating somebody you're like, fine, he likes me, or you're dating somebody you like, he or she is into me, go with it. Don't be like, oh my gosh, should I be with him? Insecurity is always going to be a crutch. It's always going to be a cancer. So if you're insecure, that is a big reason why you are single. If you're like, I'm secure in dating, but I'm insecure about my weight or how I look, that is still why you're single, because you're insecure. Number 3, you are afraid of commitment. And what does this mean? It doesn't just mean that, oh, I want to be your boyfriend and girlfriend right away, or I want to be in a committed relationship right away. I'm just talking about you can't even commit to the first date. You can't even get to the coffee shop. You can't even get to the movies. You can't even get to that dinner. You can't even go on that club date or that double date with your friends. You can't even get your foot in the door. You won't even commit. If you're not committing to things in your personal life, if you're not committing to things with your friends, you're going to not be able to commit to someone else. So that's a big reason why you are single. You can't lock in any plans. You're always flaking. That also can play into having anxiety, and I get it. But again, you're afraid of commitments. You're not able to put your hand down and say, I'm going to do something. You're not going to finally let that guy take you out. You're not going to finally ask that girl out. You're not going to commit to anything. You keep procrastinating. If you're procrastinating in school, at work, if you got projects and you're putting them on the back burner in school, at work, wherever, with your friends, You are afraid of commitments and you are not getting anything done. And that's going to lay over to your relationships. When somebody wants to trust somebody and be in a relationship, they want you committed and locked in. So if you cannot commit in your personal life, there's no way you're going to find love. Now let's get into this. This one is very, very important. You are traumatized from the past. You have had past trauma, past baggage, past whatever you want to call it, and you need to go to therapy about it. You are not checked in. You are not locked in with how are you feeling in the inside. You have not moved past that ex. You still saying that you have issues with somebody else. You're still saying that, oh, they hurt me, or I am the way that I am, or I have no feelings. I ain't got no heart. Nobody can hurt me. I ain't letting nobody in. You're traumatized. So that is a huge reason why you're single. We're sitting here reading your posts, we're reading your tweets, we're seeing how fucked up you're sounding, and that's why no one wants to be around you. That's a big reason why you're single. A lot of these things that I'm saying, you guys, is about projecting and what you're putting out into the world. And a lot of you be projecting bullshit, especially my ladies, is bullshit. Go to therapy, get checked out. When I was having issues in my relationship and I was projecting from the past, I went to therapy. You got to go. Everyone needs therapy, but if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you need to help yourself. If you're not over these past traumas in general, you need to get over them, or you're going to remain single. It's the harsh truth, but nobody wants to deal with baggage, because if it was vice versa, you would not stay, baby girl or baby boy. All right. Number 5. Now we're going to go ahead and get into things we can control about ourselves. You are out of shape and you're unkempt. Now listen, I am not the smallest pea in the pod, but let me tell you, when I got my head, I was, okay? But anyway, you guys, it's not about me, it's about you. You are the one that are single. I am not, okay? So with that being said, you're out of shape. You're not where you need to be. You're not looking good. You know, your body may not be the best, but you're not at least working out. You're not showing someone that you're going to the gym. You're just being a bump on the log. And maybe you're a male. You're unkempt. You don't look good. Ladies, you're not smelling well. You're not looking together. Your hair's not together. Your nails aren't together. You don't look presentable. That is a big reason why you're single. No one wants to see you in your bonnet. No one wants to see you in your nightcap. What are you posting online? Make sure that you are looking good. If you are obese and overweight, sorry and harsh enough in this reality in the world we live in, more ways than one, it's going to be more difficult to date. It is somebody out there for everybody. But if you just want your dating to be a little bit easier, get in the best shape that you can be. And I'm going to leave it at that because it's true. Okay. Next thing, you're too masculine or too feminine. Now, this can be for ladies. If you are a masculina, if you are projecting that you are very manly, or if you feel, that, I'm going to be the man in here and nobody can tell me nothing. And, the man can't lead. And, hey, I'm the head honcho in here. If you're like, I can take care of this, I'll pay the tab. I got it. If you're one of those, that is a big reason why you're single. You are too masculine. A man does not want to be with another man. If he would, he would be homosexual. Now, men, if this is for a man, if you're too soft, if you're a beta male, if you can't stand up for yourself, if you have no drive, if you don't have the things that that women are looking for, then that is not going to work. Again, I'm playing on normal cisgender roles, very basic, what people would consider. But again, take it for what you will. If you're too masculine, especially with ladies, you're not going to get a man. If you're doing too much, if you're too up in their face, if you're too, hey, I can get this, I can handle this. You sometimes got to let the man take out the trash. You got to let him pay. It is not why overwork. You don't have to. Work smarter, not harder. Be soft, smell good, wear nice things, be in shape, look good, and be soft. That's what's going to attract you a man. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try to be, I don't need no man. What are they even for? Then that's why you're going to be 80 and alone. And I'm not doing it. That's what I'm saying. I really hope everyone's listening, because this is lame. This is lame. Everybody need to get out of that. Next thing. You secretly despise the opposite gender. Now, what I mean by this is, you secretly don't really fuck with men. You really think that they're trash. If you're out here projecting that men are trash and they ain't shit and they're nothing, you're going to always be single because you don't really believe in it. You're not coming into the situation with any positivity or what they call good faith, as Kevin Samuels will say. You're not bringing anything that's positive. You're expecting nothing but negatives, especially women do that. Men do that too. Oh, these women are hoes. They're just going to want my money. They're just going to want this, that, and the third. You're going to be projecting, and that's what you're going to end up not getting anything. So if you have no faith, if you think all men are the same, but you're still trying to pursue, if you think these women are really just hoes and they ain't going to be able to commit to you, it's no reason to why you should be dating someone, because that's what you're going to be single. You're not going to be dating someone. I take that back, because you're going to be single because you're projecting, and you secretly do despise and hate the other gender or the opposite of whomever you're trying to date. Next, you have no social life. You're a loser and you're lame. Now, this can sound mean, but you're not going out. You're not going to the bars. You're not going to clubs. You're not going to go out to eat. You're not going to the bookstore where you can sit and they have the little coffee bar. You're not going to church. You're not going to singles night at church. You're not going to different meetups. You're not going out on the down. You're not going out with your friends. You're not going on the dating apps. You're not doing anything. You're being a loser and expecting people to come to you, and they're not. So that's why I put in parentheses, this is lame. You're lame and you're a loser. Now, this is something that you can change. Go out and be social. You don't always have to be the coolest kid in the room. But what you can be is the coolest person in your social circle. If you're awkward, if you like weird things, if you're into random things, if you're into just pottery and plants and spiders, then find those groups of people, and you'll find a young lady or a young man who is into those things. But if you have no social life and you're not even trying to get in a social life or in a social circle, again, find your right social circle. You know, don't go out with people who are not going to serve you. If you want to get a man, don't go out with girls who are like, I hate men, I don't like it. If you want to get a lady, man, if you try her to being single, don't go out with the guys who are like just trying to have sex with everybody. You have to project and put out there what you want to take back in. And your friends are a reflection of you. I can only say that so many times. Next one. Now, this should be number bonus, but we're going to call it number 9. You're reaching out of bounds. Now, what I mean by reaching out of bounds is you're reaching too far. You're going for something you can't have. So you guys know how to be like, rate yourself and all those things. You thinking you can get a 10, 11, and 12, and 15, and you're really a 2 or a 3, then you're not going to get that guy on Instagram with the abs and who's the model. You're not going to be waiting out for your own Morris Chestnut or your own Noah Beck or somebody. You're not going to get that. You're not going to be getting your own Ariana Grande or your Beyonce or your Cardi or whomever. You know, you're getting your Meg Thee Stallion. If you're a 5. So we should really start dating and understanding where we are in social circles and picking up on social cues and where we belong in different parts of society. Because as long as we keep ignoring that there are going to be cliques of different people, there are going to be different circles due to money, class, different sectors, people are just going to be reaching out of bounds and going for things that they don't need. If you keep lusting after Instagram girls that have big boobs and big butts and lots of plastic surgery, you're never going to be in LA. You're never going to be with those girls, especially ladies. If you want somebody to make a lot of money and you are a bum, if you can't cook, clean, and just do simple things of that nature, you're not going to get those things. So again, don't reach out of bounds. Really think about what you can get. Really look in the mirror. Don't go for somebody who's a 10, 12, 14, 18, 20. On the spectrum, and you're really pushing a 6.5. You're not going to get somebody like that. And that's just the truth. And that's why my final one and my most important one, actually, that's not even that mean or shady, is you're limiting your options. And what I mean by limiting your options is just that. You can limit your options in a lot of ways. You can be like, I'm too good to go to these places to go meet people. Maybe like, I can't go out to the club. I'm 25 and I don't want to go to the club. Or I'm 28. Girl, go to the club. Go be social. Go out with a new friend. Go meet some people. Go out with those coworkers. Go date outside of your race. Go date outside of your religion. Go date outside. Date outside of what you're used to. Date interracially. Just don't date somebody because you're scared of what their parents or all those things. Figure that out. But it's good to be well versed. And hey, maybe you can go back to your own. But stop limiting your options before you've even tried it. If you have not tried it, don't come to me and be like, Chynna, I don't like that, or I've never tried it. I hate when people are like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. When people are like, I ain't gonna date the white guy because this, that, and the third. They're gonna be weird or this, that, and the third. You've never even tried it. You don't even know what it's like. Or vice versa. People give people flack for people just in understandings, but maybe you're the black sheep of your demographic, or maybe you're the black sheep of your race, and somebody else from another culture maybe can get you, or you can get along better with them. So maybe you shouldn't limit yourself on love. Get on those dating apps. Stop limiting yourself to thinking you're too good. That is still what people use. That is still what is around, and that is still what's in our reach, people. So stop thinking you're better than these things. It's going to be 10 years from now. I'm going to be 35, happily married with my children, and then people are going to be unhappy, single, lonely, with sicknesses and your issues, and you're going to be alone. And I don't want that for my people. I don't want that for this generation. People don't get married. People only have children and don't want even to have a union. And that's not what I'm looking for you guys. So don't limit your options. There's other things out there, and there's other places that you can go and you can meet people. Now that is what I have to say for this. I went and gave you guys 10 whole reasons as to why you're single. And I want to know in the comments, what do you agree with? What do you not disagree with? What do you think that you struggle with? What do you do well with? Are you in a relationship? Are you single? What do you see the people around you doing? Let's continue to open up this conversation, because it is something that I'm passionate about. It is something that I find interesting. And I really think that we do need to do a little bit better when it comes to this. Stop thinking you're better. Don't be insecure. Work on it. Don't be afraid of commitments. Don't hate the opposite gender secretly and think they're nothing and then try and be with one. Don't be traumatized. Go to therapy. Get in shape. Look good. Don't be unkempt. Take care of your beard. Look good. Smell good. Don't limit your options. Try something new and know what you can get and know what you can't. Okay, you guys. It's Welcome to Chynna. This is what I have to say about this. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. This is episode 2 of the Welcome to Chynna show. And this is the 10 reasons why you're single. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, and share. And hit that bell if you like what you see, baby. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.